Good morning and welcome to, well, almost sunshine. It was sunny earlier, but it seems to have clouded in a bit, but it's not raining, so we won't argue too much. I'm at the Forest of Dean on a Monday. I've come back from the boat, have to go back early to do a first aid course at work. But rather than driving all the way home, I thought, well, why not stop halfway and have a little ride here? I didn't ride much at the weekend, so seems fair enough. What do you think? Started, then I faffed because I realised my handlebars were wonky and I was wearing a different jacket, so I went back, fixed that, checked my shock, which seems to be holding pressure now, which is ace, and now we can actually get going riding. So I've paid more than I really want to. I paid for the whole day because I don't want to feel like I'm on a time pressure, because I could have just paid for like 4 hours, which to be fair will probably be plenty, but I was a bit worried that I'd be going along busy, then I'd be like, oh my god, I've only got like 15 minutes and done with the NPR. So considering the cafe is not open, I can't spend any money on coffee, so I might as well spend it on parking. Okay, first trail. Shot feels good. Tested it. Very slick is how I would describe it. Obviously we've had rain, but maybe didn't have rain much yesterday. So we've got like that funny layer over the top. Got a bubble in my back brake, not ideal, but it does get better as I go along, so I just have to watch out for that for the first few, and then it should improve. We'll see. The weather, if I'd have looked at the weather forecast today, I probably wouldn't have come out, because it did say about there being rain now, but it doesn't really look like it's going to, so let's keep going. I mean, I don't mind the rain anyway, it's just the admin. I obviously cleaned all my kit already, so it'd be nice not to have a full on having to wash stuff. A bit of luck, I might end up being able to dry it, which would be pretty ace, and would make a change to the last few rides where I've not really been able to get away with that because it's been so mean. This spot. I can always get confused at FOD where we come out. A lot of trail work going on, which is good. So I think GBU shirt and maybe that little blue, what's it called? Countdown. The reason for that will be because the weather has battered it so much. Those jumps and stuff have just been destroyed, as you'd expect. It's pretty windy, to be fair. Bonus of the eve today is that I can basically just keep riding, so I don't have to stop or anything. I'm a bit out of breath. That trail went straight into the climb, but that means I'll get as much as possible. You never know, might even flatten the battery today, which doesn't happen very often. This bit though, if you recognise it as FOD, you'll know that if you're pushing up here on an analog bike, it's not fun. Even if the weather's nice and it's dry, like, it's a lot worse when it's slippy and you're losing grip every 5 seconds. Definitely windy, and now there is a couple of bits of wetness in the air, so yeah, I guess the rain is coming. Oh well, I'm out now, and to be honest, considering how dry the ground is, I don't think it's going to be that bad in terms of me getting like minging. So I'm talking minging in terms of like the clean up minging rather than me just getting wet. Don't mind getting wet. That's not the one I wanted to do, but we're doing it now. Oh. Check my spoke when I get down here. It'd be awesome if you guys who were actually like coming along with me and were able to remind me, so I'm probably going to forget, but I've heard like a tingy noise a couple of times. But actually you're not here, and by the time that you're actually listening to this, I won't be here either, because I'll be at home or at work, or maybe riding again, I don't know, depends when it goes out. I am trying to catch up with my edit, so they get like mega behind, so it shouldn't be too long before this one comes out. Nice, right. Check with heel and clutch on the derailleur. Off. That was what all the rattly slappy stuff was. I have checked one wheel, just remembered as I turned the camera on, didn't check the other one. Yep, they're all good, just so you know that I did it. I don't know how you guys have fared recently, but I found this winter really, really rough. Not only has been like the wettest one that I can even remember, but also everything's so negative. I don't watch the news, but I do social media, partly because I want to improve my YouTube and things in the biking related world, but I also need to do it for work, so I can't stay away from social media. And as much as I have stopped looking at certain things and getting rid of some pages and stuff, like it still gets in there all the time. And as well as the social media-y type stuff, it's also the case of just things, just life things, like stuff not going well or problems happening that you didn't expect, and it's just felt like it's been constant. But I also get the impression that lots of other people feel the same as well, and it's making it hard for everybody to do even things they enjoy, like going out and riding. I've been trying to fill my time with things like climbing, which has been really good, and I'm going to keep doing the climbing because I enjoy it, and it actually helps with my back, because sometimes my back gets all like crunched up. But I have to say, I started climbing really because I was avoiding going out on my bike, because I felt like unless I was doing something that was really productive or really improving, that there was no point to do, which of course is wrong. Because the point is like, if you want to do something, you should just do it anyway, even if it's not 100% the plan that you started with. But it is really hard to do, especially when there's all this in one ear and then you look outside and it's just rain all the time. Oh, and also, big sad thing, my car died, my beloved Audi, the gearbox. So I have a new car, and it's not a bad car. I actually quite like the car, but it's not my Audi, so I will get over that at some point. As well as not having the Audi, I also no longer have my private plate, which is also a sad thing, because when I bought the Audi, it was at a garage, and if you have a car that's been sawn for longer than 6 months, whether it's at a garage or on a driveway, you have to do all of the changing of the number plates and stuff. You've got to do it all by paper from the DVLA, and that can take up to 6 weeks. And I was waiting with my Audi to get it sold so that I could get this new car that had kind of been offered to me at a really good price, at a good deal, and I couldn't be waiting around for 6 weeks to be able to have that plate. And so sadly I had to let it go. And the reason I'm so attached to it is not only is one of my businesses called Dexter's, but the reason it's called Dexter's is because that was the name of my black Labrador that I had for many years, that went to the Big Dog Park in the Sky in 2019, and I've had that private plate for a good few many years as a little thing to him, I suppose. So I was, a bit sad about it. There are, though, ridiculous amounts of NB plates ending with DEX, but I quite like the NB52 DEX because my very first car, which I also really liked, was a Golf GT TDI. That was in the number plate that had 52 in it. So yeah, there was a number of emotional things connected to that, but there's bigger things to worry about than that, and in the scheme of the shitness, really that was nothing, and I am already getting over it. Not entirely sure where I am. I'm kind of 50% know where I am. I went and followed some other bits which didn't really come to anything. I think they probably are trails, but really hard to see at the moment because it's all grown up. So yeah, not sure. So we're not worried about them. So don't really want to just end up something that's mediocre. So we'll just kind of follow some of the stuff that I'm already more familiar with. We'll worry about that stuff another time. She says, going down here thinking, this doesn't look familiar, but then, that bit does. Also, it might not look familiar because of, forestry work, muddy, all those kind of things. So we're down this one because there's a sign. It says trail changes, great, but I don't know what trail it is anyway, so trail changes, I'm still kind of riding it like it's blind because I'm not sure where I am. So. Hopefully the trail changes haven't been undone by muddiness. This is familiar. What trail it is, I couldn't tell you. Wow, I managed to get that massive stick out of my back wheel just round that corner. That's what that noise was. Oh, this is new. Woohoo, well held. No idea what trail I'm on, literally none. But I guess that's the new trail feature. I don't remember riding anything with that before. I can't remember the last time I came down that trail, but I do know where I am now. Happy that I hit that wooden thing with no idea what was on the other side, which was really quite a stupid thing, and it did make my ankle hurt a little bit, but I don't actually think that was a drop. I think because I've been having trouble running, that's part of my woes. But I did go out and run 4 kilometers this morning before starting riding the bike, and it was sort of like uncomfortable for the first sort of 10 minutes. So I'm going to say the ankle hurt more than it should have because I did that run. But really pleased, and held the corner as well. So having ridden a lot in the slop has really paid off with my confidence. I can't deny that, and I'm sure any of you guys that have still been riding in the wet and the slop will say the same thing when the summer does eventually come round. But it doesn't make you feel any better about it at the time. Do you agree? I don't know whether a lot of this is like in my head or whether people are agreeing with me. Really debating whether or not to go and get a clip of that rock, but I don't want to be really stupid. And one of the things with my car is that, so my Audi was automatic, so I got away with it with my leg because it didn't matter, I didn't have to change gear or anything, only had to do the brake and the clutch, whereas, brake pretty much. And this car is manual, which means I have to do all of it, and that is contributing, I'm sure, to how my leg feels at the moment. So it probably would be pretty stupid to go back do that again, have another ouch, and have to drive 2.5 hours back. So anyway, I've made my decision after saying it out loud to the camera, pretending it's you guys, and so I'm not going to do that again. But I have found another bit that I haven't seen before. You probably have if you ride here, but this, like, oh, it looks nothing on the GoPro. My phone made it look better. Anyway, it's like a little cliff roll thing. I say little, but it's all mossy and everything as well. Anyway, so you go down there and then down into this single track that I just had a look at down there. So that'll be pretty cool. I'm not going to do the top bit today because I'm on my own. There's like hardly anybody here because pretty much this place is shut on a Monday. You can come in and ride, but the shop and the cafe and that's shut. So yeah, I'll maybe do that another day. Get Jim to come back here and yeah, do it with him, get some clips. I've had my whoopsie nearly for today, so let's not push it. We have a very busy week, and all being well, the weather looks better, which means I might actually get more than one what I call proper ride in this week, which would be ace. So you would have come off that really sketchy thing into this, which is also actually pretty sketch because it's either greasy by the looks of it or loose. So yeah, definitely one I reckon I'll come and break down into stages. Wow. Where does this go? It's definitely well ridden. Doing, doing, doing. I've definitely not ridden this before. I think I'd remember this because it's like quite memorable up and down it. Well, that was quite cool, but yeah, weird. Maybe I need new front brake pads. It's actually not that bad. Like I can see that looks bad there because you can't see it actually going down, but it's not that bad down there. And there's a, well, let me show you. So to get to here, I just went up a little bit further really, and then made sure I did the right turn. So I guess this is the easiest line down here. That's really easy. Like, yeah, that bit there is no harder than rolling into the next bit of the trail. And then the bit that looked really sketchy from down there is this middle line. That's because there'll be a little period there where your legs? No, well I suppose your legs are not on the ground because they're on the bike, which will be in the air partly when you go over that bit. And then there's a third line which really would be kind of awkward. It just means you have to do a bit of a turn. Is down there, and I guess that looks perhaps the most road-in line, but this is the one, the middle that you want to do. That's the one I will be doing when I come back and do it again. To be honest, I could do it today now, but I don't really want to just roll in to do that bit and then do the whole rest of the trail when I could go and find something else to ride. I stumbled across those. That was a big rock that didn't help. Right, we're dropping into another trail. I think. This is trail. Yes. Is it? animal track. It's not a very well used trail, unlike the last one. Oh, is this what I did a race on? I think this might be one of the ones I did that race on, the orange. And I remember because, yes, this line, there we go. So this is the line there. Yes, I remember going along here and my gears constantly cracking and slipping. Made it very difficult. Now I'm unsure because I don't remember it ending there, and I feel like there probably wouldn't have been a sharp left, but we're going to go left. I'm not sure where else you would go from there. Well, no, fell off the edge. Not the back wheel anyway, which probably, let's face it, would be the rest of me. Now this bit also seems familiar, but I don't know how the two would have linked. And I know where we've come out to. We'll have a try at Sheep Skull instead, because it doesn't look like any of those ones this side are shut. And I've also wondered whether the little bit of fire road that we're going to cross in a minute, that if I go going to work out my lefts and rights. If I was to go right, the fire road when we get there, if that's the bit that Jim and I explored and then ended up finding those other trails. So what I'm going to do is do this and then go back up and take a left, because obviously I'll be coming up the trail, and see then if that is where it is. I'm starting to feel the rain in the wind. Okay, that's not a close, just a glare. Normally those routes are a good line, but I don't quite trust them today. Regardless of time, because last time I came here it was actually dry, bone dry, I don't care because I'm actually riding this trail really well. She says, going, where am I going now? I didn't realise there was such a A and a B line there before. Whoa. Mad. Nice. That's probably the trail that I've enjoyed the most all day so far. Very harsh landings today, which I'm pleased about. Off drops that I've never hit before. I just went down Cougar and did the wooden drop on that, which I haven't done. In fact, not only have I not done it, I've not looked at really what's on the other side. I've only ever gone round it, but I thought today, stuff it, I'm just going to try. So I did. Could have done with a bit more of a launch off the top, so I went a bit further. But again, to be fair, the landings are pretty flat. Like if I'd have gone further, there was a bit of a downslope, but not loads. So yeah, that was fine. I was a bit more prepared for it after how I hit the other one blind earlier. So that one wasn't quite so bad, but pleased to have done that. I filmed it in media mode. I might put the clip in because that might be quite funny. It could have been nearly over the bars. I was nose heavier than I thought and could have done with a bit more of a pull, but never mind, I'd know what to do next time. Heading down Endo next, debating whether to do this or not in media mode, but it's not all the way up, so don't mind coming back up. It's gone kind of black, might start raining. Another thing I've realised is that the bike wash won't be open, and I was going to clean my bike before sticking it in my car because my car is not yet a mud pit, but it probably will be after today. But never mind. To be fair, it's not actually that bad. A lot of the mud that I've got on it, it's sort of just that, well, like I said before, greasy stuff, so it might not be too bad. Whoa. Talking of greasy stuff, do you remember this? I certainly don't remember this bit. Good line through there, well done. To see how we're doing for time, so just over 2.5 hours now, and 25.58 kilometers. So I'm debating whether to go up and do some more or call it as it is. I don't think I'm going to find those trails that I want to find without actually ringing Jim and getting him to direct me, and he probably can't remember either because we kind of followed our noses and just went round. But there is an option. I could go up this bit of fire road that I haven't gone up, you know, and I said it was like the left hand turn or right hand turn, so I could do that. It's a horrible rolling, not the hardest one, but the one that's the furthest right, so you drop into it and it sets you up nicely, rather than the furthest left, which is the one that I said kind of puts you wrong to come into the rest of the trail. So super happy with that. Did it in media mode though, but I will include it just because I wanted to use it for a clip, because I think I have me going off the one on Cougar in media mode, so I can use that, and then I'll just sort of have to do something to that other one that I hit blind and nearly broke me leg again. Here, FOD's good for breaking legs. We'll just go boosty woosty all the way back. I don't know if there's another trail that I can hit to come down here. There might be, can't remember, but we'll do it anyway. If there is, yeah, just gonna head back to the car. Oh yeah, there is, there's this one. Head back to the car, visit the loo, and yeah, get ready to head home. It's about 4.25 to 4.5 on average back from Oswestry back to mine, but it can be, and any of you that are like frequent travellers up and down the country will know that that is the optimum, and very often it can be 6 hours or 7 or 9. Totally forgot to do an exit part, end of the ride. I got home safe, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be here. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really enjoyed the ride because it was nice to actually ride in pretty much, I'm going to class it as dry. Got back, bit of a drama with having 2 bikes in the Cougar. It's not quite as big as a Q5, and when I took the rail out at, when I got back, I accidentally damaged it a little bit, not terribly, and it's not going to take a lot to fix it, but I have to be mindful about that in the future. Maybe only 1 bike or a 2-person job to get the bike out if I'm going to take 2. But anyway, I'm waffling. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a comment, like, subscribe to my channel for more cool stuff, and suggestions, any suggestions of things I could do, places I could go, etc, etc, let me know. Thank you very much again for watching, and I'll see you at the next one.